the little girl accidentally discovered that every year on the day of the divine wedding, strange sounds would echo from the mountain cave. To uncover the truth, she grew up and applied to the police academy. As soon as she graduated, she rushed back to her village, just in time for the annual selection of the divine bride. The village had followed an old tradition for years. Each year a young woman was chosen to enter the cave, to marry the mountain god. If she survived and returned, she'd become a highly respected elder, and any child she bore would be called a child of the god. Last year her sister was chosen, but a year had passed, and she never returned. To find out what happened, the girl decided to enter the selection this year, but when she told the village chief, he refused her on the spot, saying it wasn't her turn since her sister had just gone the year before. The girl didn't give up. She claimed she had a special body highly fertile, and if chosen, could quickly give birth to a blessed child. The chief, tempted by the promise, agreed, and ordered her stepmother to teach her all the rituals for the wedding night. The next morning, her stepmother brought several elderly women to check her body, but they found her bed full of explicit art books. They immediately grew suspicious, thinking she wasn't a virgin. The girl quickly explained those were secret conception manuals, given to her by a wise master, guaranteed to help her conceive the divine child. Hearing her sincerity, the stepmother let it go, and began teaching her the chamber rituals in detail, warning that any mistake could cost her life. The girl promised to remember everything, even boasting that as long as the god was a normal man, she could get pregnant in one night, and bring glory to the whole family. Her stepmother then had her bathe, as anyone marrying the god had to be absolutely pure. The next day, the girl arrived at the village shrine in a plain white robe. The elders were awestruck by her beauty, and the chief ordered her to change clothes. The girl felt uneasy. Changing in front of everyone was too much, but the stepmother insisted that all elders were inspectors for the god. If she couldn't pass this test, she didn't deserve to enter the cave. To find the truth, the girl allowed herself to be undressed like a doll. As she looked at the leering elders, she grew certain the cave's secret had everything to do with them. After the inspection, they helped her into ceremonial robes, and the chief officially announced the divine wedding. The bridal team began climbing the steep mountain trail. Since no carts could go up, the girl felt the tension rise. While climbing, she pretended to trip and scraped her palm. The chief got furious, saying blood on a wedding day was disrespectful. The girl calmly pulled out a jade talisman, claiming it was a blessing charm from a master, meant to ward off misfortune. Not wanting to anger the gods, the chief backed off. He then blindfolded her with red cloth, saying a god's bride must keep her eyes pure to avoid falling under mountain demon spells. The girl had anticipated this, and secretly marked the trail with her blood, so she could escape if needed. They soon reached the cave. The chief paused, asking one last time if she was willing to enter. The girl faked excitement, saying she'd heard the god was extremely handsome, and couldn't wait to be his bride. Her response eased their doubts. The chief solemnly reminded her that serving the god was a great duty. The girl played along, promising to bear the god's heir, and bring divine favor to the village. The chief seemed satisfied, but leaned in and told her to put her full effort into pleasing the god. His suggestive tone confirmed her suspicions even more, and so, with the entire village's hopes on her shoulders, the girl stepped into the cave, the same cave that haunted her for over a decade. As she walked into the deepest part, a